neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. They run it from the gun. They fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To the air, it's Sayin. Running back has it on the screen now. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made it at 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
I love early in a game like this where you get the running back involved, just get his hands on the football. Also, nice easy screen, gets the quarterback set.
He'll take a deep shot here. But this one is broken up, ball's incomplete.
Chris, they don't hit this pass, but I love the approach here as a play caller, taking a shot and being aggressive, getting that ball downfield, stretching that defense. Try to keep those safeties back. It can open up other aspects of your offense.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and to keep him short of the first down.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score. The Buckeyes are looking to keep this drive going. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. A really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Lets it fly to the wide out. Grab down the middle. It's Brain. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now. Buckeyes hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Defense showing blitz here. To throw, it's Sayin. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
How about Notre Dame sending a backer here? He comes up with the sack. A little Rudy magic on this one. Well, they've had some great linebacker play over the years. Of course, think about Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith, who's now in the NFL and had a great career in South Bend. Notre Dame with great...
Touchdown, Buckeyes! As they claim the lead here in this playoff game. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Looking for a gap. It's Williams. He moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Big throw caught on the left side. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Well, Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Boy, the timing here by this defensive back, that is tough to do. You know, we always use the term great ball skills by a receiver, but here the corner locates the football and knocks it away. Great play.
The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 40. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Boy, it looked like the quarterback was caught in between. Should I hand it off? Should I pull it and make the throw? Ends up getting some positive yards, but I think they missed a chance for a bigger gain.
They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then it pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
Notre Dame getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Dropping back. It's Lagway. He escapes the pocket. He's going to take it off.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Touchdown, Irish. A much-needed counterpunch delivered.
Of course, this guy's listed as a tight end, but to me, he's really a wide receiver. Here's an example of how he can use his size and speed to overmatch this defense for a touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Returner choosing to field this one. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking deep to the right side. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Bringing pressure. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball. He had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
He takes it at the 40. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. They're going to run it here. It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give him credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Moves out of the pocket. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes on the They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position at 1st down. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
The offense comes up with a huge gain. It looks like they're going to go up-tempo. Keep this momentum going and keep the defense as much as you can on their heels.
Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it, big positive yards, and a 1st down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Receiver in motion now. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball. Near the goal line. Defense will make the stop. It will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. So at the end of 1, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. We'll see if the rest of this playoff game can live up to a very competitive opening period. They could take the lead with a chip shot, but the coach is thinking touchdown here on 4th down. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or do they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? And the defense smothers him for no gain. 2nd down after that previous play. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check it out. They test the middle to get stuck. That one goes nowhere.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Scanning the field. It's Sayin. Looking for the wideout. It's knocked away. Incomplete. 4th down now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Coverage team brings down the returner. Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Last time they had it going, they got stopped on 4th and goal. They got to put that behind them now. Put together something here. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Taking a deep shot here to the right. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
Breaks into open space. He's in the clear. At the 30 now. Past the 10. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Ohio State.
It was just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level, and with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
So they'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. PAT puts him in front by 7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Send the back in motion. Dropping back. It's leg way. Looking to scramble. Ball's incomplete. A lot of heat on that throw.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Second down here. This time a completion. Tough running that breaks a tackle, picks up the first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. On the move now. Using his legs on the scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Notre Dame getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Fires it to the wideout. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. He could go to 30. They'll finally catch him. That's a huge return to get the takeaway and set the offense up in great position. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Last possession was a one-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes. They'll hand it off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
He's got it, looking for the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. The Buckeyes will line up here on 1st down and goal. punch it in here. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Back to throw. It's Lagway. The receiver makes the catch. Brought down to the 23. Good enough for a first down. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. What's the play call here on second down for this offense?
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackle made after a big gain. One massive play and suddenly they're at the plus 45-yard line here. Looking to throw now on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. The offense going with the hurry up. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. Offense getting set. It's second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Looking deep to the right side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. The punt team making their way on the field. And a player is down injured after that last play. They take a timeout or they check him out. And here's the return. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. Looking to throw. It's Sayin. Running back grabs it on the screen. Breaks loose at the 40. Here he goes. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
Oh, and he can't quite hold on. Chance for the big fella to come up with a takeaway there. Sets up a second down. The pre-snap motion from the offense. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. He's running out of time here. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Ohio State.
thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
The offense will go for a two-point conversion. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown.
Hey, great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the two-point try.
27, Notre Dame, sack.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. First play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
What a surprise. Notre Dame running the football for another first down. Seems like we've been saying that for decades and decades. The ability to run the football, not just the backs that stand out to me when you think about Notre Dame's history. It's especially true about the line of scrimmage and those big offensive linemen opening up those holes.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. To throw, it's Lagway. And here comes a deep shot. And he's got it down there inside the 35. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Oh, look, he's chucking it deep again. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge game.
Man, I don't know how he wasn't able to hold on to that football in the end zone. It's a touchdown. A great opportunity loss, but a lot of relief for this defense. When they get the film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. What was the breakdown that almost allowed that big play?
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He escapes the pocket. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Time ticking away. Time for just 1 more play before halftime. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Going for the touchdown here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
And they tack on the extra point. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And it's a squib kick taken by one of the up men. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Ohio State, 27.
Buckeyes will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Emphasis here on cutting down on turnovers, a couple of them in the first half, and that's why they're trailing. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. The pass rush closing in. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So now at the 13-yard line, it's 2nd and long. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Defense is coming after him. On the move, looking deep down the right side. And the pass is broken up beautifully to prevent that big play.
Now the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. He's looking deep again. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. The sure hands, it's Richardson. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Looking for his big tight end. A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. QB keeper all the way. And he'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Fires it to the wideout. But it's incomplete. A fourth down stop. Turnover on downs.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
He's got the first and still going. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Way too much speed on that play. That's another touchdown for this running back. They can't stop him. Dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
What have they got cooked up for this two-point conversion attempt? Incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it. He got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. Breaking free at the 35. He's in the clear. Past the 20. At the 10 now. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Notre Dame. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Point after, up and good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner looking to create better field position. That's a fumble. Who's going to come up with it? Defense makes the recovery, a turnover.
Another example of taking care of the football and how big of a deal this is. Usually it's running backs in practice that are working overtime on ball security. But after this, next week, this returner might be in those drills too. Can't be trusted to return it when you can't hold on to the football.
First and goal, handoff. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Irish. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask from the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
PAT is good. They still trailed up. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. It didn't take long to reach the end zone last time. A perfectly blocked running play. Can they keep it going here?
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Off target and incomplete. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He lets it rip. The pass is intercepted. Breaks into the open. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again, undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
This is an example of a quarterback in his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Handoff from the shotgun. Going to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And that will give them the lead now.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking for his big tight end. This one sails through the back of the end zone and incomplete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. There's some space around the 30. And that will pick up the first down, a spot at the 38.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
And then first down, right back to the running game. And it'll be Smother right at the line for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Here's the 2nd down play. Back to throw. It's St. Clair. Snags a quick throw. Look out, room to run here. You make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out when the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
First down, looking to throw the football. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, they give up a huge pass play, and they come back with a sack on the very next play. This defense was hoping to stop the bleeding, and they do so with that sack.
The sack moves him into extreme field goal range here. Got to do something now on 2nd and long. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Deep shot toward the end zone. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare. A wide-open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Finds his man. It's Graham. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. Buckeyes will come to the line on fourth down, looking to keep the drive going. It's a blitz look here from the defense. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Pressure is coming. He's got it, enough for a first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. The Buckeyes begin a new series here, first and 10. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Nowhere to run up the middle. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And third and short, they hand the ball off. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. And as we reach the end of three, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. So here we go. One of the biggest moments of this game. The field goal unit is out there for a pressure kick. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they've regained the lead.
Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the fourth.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Young. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Opening play at the drive, quick throw to the left. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Lagway. Throwing for his running back. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
No, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's fourth down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Oh, and he's got some space here. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
The pocket breaking down. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's looking deep here. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Takes the grab. It's Richardson.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking to scramble. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Smart heads-up play by this quarterback. Hey, listen, they're trailing. He's got to make some plays, and if nothing's open downfield, use your legs, pick up as many yards as you can, get out of bounds, and get ready for that next play.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First down, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. On the run here, lets it go. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Touchdown, Buckeyes. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow. And the interception taken to the house, a pick-6 potential game-changing play there.
Nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And the extra point up and good. They stretch the lead to 16 here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Comes back out onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick-6 last time out here. Gonna run it. It's James. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in way downfield. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Dropping back. It's Lagway. On the move now. Back-to-back deep shots. And it's going to be way off. The receiver was wide open. The pass off target. Missed opportunity.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Running out of time in the pocket. Another pick. Wow, that's the fourth tonight. Oh, he's bringing it back. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. The offensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. Pounding away with the run game. Fighting off the defender. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that run on the previous play. Tight end goes in motion. And now the running back's got it again. First down, looking for more now. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Heading left after the handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. He shreds the tackle. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
First and goal, will try to run it in. Nothing doing on that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run phase. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Stop at the line, still a few yards short from pay dirt. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. The play sets up a third and goal from the 5 now. They call the draw play here. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up fourth down. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And on fourth down, they line up in the Wildcat. What's the call here? And it's a direct snap. Touchdown, Ohio State. They continue to roll up the score.
You know, some people get really upset when you run up the score like this, but for most of the players out there, I think they get it. When you're ahead, you want to win by 100, and when you're behind, you just want it to end.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Williams. He escapes the pocket. Looking for a late deep shot. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Breaks loose at the 40. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
They're going to go with the Wildcat formation and an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
And it's a Wildcat look here as they try to convert on third down. Direct snap. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line. The Buckeyes will have to kick this away. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Moves out of the pocket. He lets it go on the move. He's got his man wide open. And he goes out of bounds after a big gain. Could have used more of that earlier in this football game. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for a late, deep throw. And that pass is incomplete, trying for an oh-by-the-way touchdown, but it's no